right, I have returned for yet another day. Robin and I were just talking about Dracula. Um,
So dumb.
it's true, we were. But yeah, today is Saturday. It is also day number 61. Yesterday was rest day, so there is no green check marks on the board. I was nervous because I had a pretty large dinner. I saved roughly 40% of my calories for dinner because I wanted to have that steak and chicken hibachi experience, which I did get. It was delicious. And it also reminds me that when people tell me, like, oh my God, you're not eating enough calories, it's like, I literally just had a massive meal that was only 600 calories because I'm just being careful about what I eat. And I'll go, like, see other people eat, and they can't handle that same amount of food. And I'm just like, it's just depending on what you're eating, man. It really is. And all that to say, I was very nervous I was going to weigh in heavy today because I had so much food in my stomach as my final meal. I got on the scale this morning, and lo and behold, I was right. I weighed in plus 0.1, so not a huge change.
Not too bad.
If I had like a good pee or a good poo before the final weigh-in, I would have been okay. As Robin says, that's not too bad. But yeah, rest days are not the best day to have a big dinner. And I knew that, but I was just like, you know what, I want to do it. So nothing too horrible, but it's definitely stunted the progress. Back on cardio in the morning, lifting in the evening. So I can say that I did my cardio in the morning. I get a ding on that, which is good. And then the evening, I'll probably start my lifting around 5:36. So I'll hopefully have a check mark for that later tomorrow, I should say. And then, yeah, weigh-in result is 0.1. So total for the month is right now 17.8. And that's what we'll finish at because today's the 31st. So for the month, I finished at 17.8 out of 31 days. So over my goal of 15.5 pounds, of losing half a pound a day. And my total weight loss since I began is 46 pounds. So inching ever closer to that 50-pound mark. 64 is the big milestone in my mind because that will bring me down to 300. And we'll see what February looks like. Starting February will probably be around what I'm at right now, 318. To get to 64, I'll need to lose 18 more pounds, if I'm not mistaken, if I'm mathing that right. So yeah, we'll see if that's in the cards. I think a more realistic goal for February is the half pound a day goal of 14. And we'll see. March 1st, I'm on a plane to the Dominican for work, so we'll see what that winds up looking like. I'll be much more comfortable in the seat than I've been in half a decade, though. So unless I fucking manage to put on 50 pounds between then and now, which I don't think is going to happen. So all fun stuff. Going to move over to the shared screen. Look at the overall progress. A little bit of an uptick at the end there, but I think the overall trend is still pretty healthily going down, which is great. Jumping over to the end of January. That's a Robin sneeze for those of you who never heard one before, whose ears just exploded. Bless you. Bless you, Robin. Yeah. So far today, I don't know why it says calories remaining today 55. Oh, it's because it's only going to B31. That's why. B31. Formulas are hard. They're not once you know them. But, yeah. Anywho. So, I had to switch protein powders, too. I got a new protein powder because the one that I've been having is making me shit my brains out for like the last 5 or 6 times I drank it. I did still have problems with my stomach yesterday, and I didn't have protein powder. So, we'll see what happens tonight. But, it is 80 more calories. So, I think my goal for lifting days is going to be 1580. I have played around with the idea of pushing it up to 1750 for my daily calorie goal, which is a lot more in the grand scheme of things. Like, that's a full extra meal. So we'll see what that looks like, but I'm probably going to finish today around 1600. I'm still going to have my apple at what time? 4:30, which is 100, assuming I have an apple to eat. And yeah, the milk winds up being 135 calories. Then I get 190 from the protein powder. So that is officially going to wind up being, God, why can't I math right now? 225? 325. Fuck, how much? 325. Yeah, so if my previous one was 245 and I went up 80 calories, then it's 325. That is so much. It takes away so much. That leaves me 475 calories for my last 2 meals. So yeah, I think 1600 is going to be a more realistic assessment for these days. Yeah. So that's where we're at with that. I already did my row today. Let's take a look and see. Oh yeah, I cracked 100,000 meters today. So that's cool. I got my award, achievement, whatever you want to call it, for 100,000 meters. And it set me as like silver on some sort of... it's weird that I can't see as much on here as I can on the machine itself, but already for today I'm at 119. I was pissed on my row machine. Today's been a hard day at work. So I was just fucking going for it. So that's the most I've done in a 30-minute session. And it listed it as 32 minutes, so it's good to see. But yeah, 119 output as far as meters goes. That was 5,311. So the other days, obviously not doing nearly as much for that same amount of time. But yeah, I got 10 minutes more to go on the rower and then an hour of lifting later today. So I wish I could see like the friends thing where it compares you to all the other people. And more importantly, like the piece up here does not... Oh no, I don't need $50 for another $2,000 whatever. I wish it showed you the things that it shows you on the thing, where it tells you like, oh, here's the 3 levels that you can achieve for January. So I could see that I made like level 2. Whatever, doesn't really matter. Let's go to Wordle. Let's wrap this shit up for the day. If you've already Wordled, don't tell me. If you haven't Wordled yet, don't look. Is it Clout Day today? It is not Clout Day, but that was a pretty good guess. So we got 2 letters correct, 2 letters that are in the word but not in that spot. I really wish it was float. I think this is a little bit odd since the O is not in the 3rd spot, because something like aloft would have been my next guess, but the O can't go there, which means it's either 4th spot or 1st spot. I was trying to think of stuff that ends in T that the O can start in, where the A is going to be... Just going to toss stuff in there to see what it looks like. Oleot. Not a word. What's something like that? A lot. I should have saw that right away. Still got that pretty quick and got it in 3. So feeling pretty happy about that. I am working today too, so this is a kind of a break from work. Things are quieting down, and they've been pretty quiet all day, although there's just like... There's a lot of projects going on that I'm managing to make sure that we're on top of stuff, and it's cumbersome, I think is the best way to put it. It is cumbersome and time-consuming, and I'm literally looking at one right now. I'm like trying to see like how much more is there left to do, because we have a pretty big list. That's not good. Okay, so yeah, I have to go. So this has been great. I'm glad it only took 10 minutes. Thank you to anyone who watched, and I will be back tomorrow. Goodbye.